Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down, looking for more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Wow, what an impressive looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down. The red zone at the 20.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Here's the handoff. He's loose. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They really perform at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And the Razorbacks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Green. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
They say rain usually affects the defense more than the offense. The offensive player knows where he's going, but the defense will disagree. What a start. Come out, first possession, create a turnover, now send a statement. You ain't throwing the ball in this rain.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Turning on the Jets. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. Taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Going to the running game. Turns it on in midfield. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they strike first. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. pace. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
With the catch, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for this play.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Green. He unleashes a long one. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Under fire. Lets it fly. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the defense in the back end staying with it. Even though the play broke down, quarterback was flushed out to the right side, making it a very tough throw for him. They ended up getting the catch, but it was out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. They get it down to the 7 on them. Pass play in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Direct snap. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try it over the left side. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your runner.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The sure hands, it's Singleton. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's caught. It's Cobb. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. That kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. They go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's up 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They're going to run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He wants it all. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Snap it to the back. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To throw, it's Green. Rushes on him. Escapes the cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And This is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Green. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle with Simmons. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
But you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
There are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop.
That's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time to do because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be...
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was